Issue 2 of 3, Author Study, Mo Willems. Things to look for in our author study of Mo Willems. Main characters. Setting. Problem. Solution. Main characters. Who the story is about. Main characters can be a person like mom or dad, a toy or a stuffed animal like Knuffle Bunny, anyone or thing the story is about. Aggle, flaggle, claggle. Dads can be main characters. So can toys. Setting. Where the story takes place. Settings can be anywhere, like a park, school, or even a laundromat. Look for clues in the story to help you find the setting. Where am I? Wumby flappy. Problem and solution. The problem is what is wrong in the story. The solution is how the problem was solved. The problem is found in the middle of the story. The solution is found in the end of the story. Okay, let's read Knuffle Bunny. Knuffle Bunny, a cautionary tale by Mo Willems. Not so long ago, before she could even speak words, Trixie went on an errand with her daddy. Trixie and her daddy went down the block, through the park, past the school, and into the laundromat. Trixie helped her daddy put the laundry into the machine. She even got to put the money into the machine. Then they left. But a block or so later, Trixie realized something. She turned to her daddy and said, "That's right," replied her daddy. "We're going home." Said Trixie again.
Flabble, flabble, wumby, flappy, slurp.
"Now please don't get fussy," said her daddy. Well, she had no choice. Trixie bawled. She went boneless. She did everything she could to show how unhappy she was. By the time they got home, her daddy was unhappy too. As soon as Trixie's mommy opened the door, she asked,
"Where's Knuffle Bunny?"
The whole family ran down the block. And they ran through the park. They zoomed past the school and into the laundromat. Trixie's daddy looked for Knuffle Bunny and looked and looked and looked. But Knuffle Bunny was nowhere to be found. So Trixie's daddy decided to look harder until
Knuffle Bunny!
And those were the first words Trixie ever said. Get into it. Story breakdown time. What did you learn? Main characters. Who was the story about? Think about it. You got this. Aggle, flaggle, claggle. I'm a main character too. So am I. Setting. Where did the story take place? Go back and look in the story. Look for clues. They walked down the block, through the park, and past the school. But most of the story took place in the laundromat. Problem and solution. What was the problem? Think, 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 think. Aggle, flaggle, claggle. Knuffle Bunny got left at the laundromat and Trixie couldn't tell Daddy. Problem and solution. What was the solution? Think again, think again, think again, think again, think again. They went back to the laundromat. Daddy searched and searched until he found Knuffle Bunny. Guided drawing with Mr. Berg, Trixie and Knuffle Bunny.
Let's draw Trixie. So for Trixie, the first thing you want to do is start with that great big head of hers, all the way around like this. Now the smart thing to do would be to go really light because there's a chunk of it you're going to need to erase. But there you go, there's her head, just like that, okay? And now she's going to be looking up, so we're going to put a little ear right here, and it's like a C. Now see how that line went through? That's what I'm talking about, erasing. So you're going to want to erase that line. And then you're going to want to put her little ear just like this again. And now fix that line where you bring the head up and stop right there, okay? Now she's looking up at her daddy, so you want to give her two great big huge eyes. She's very, very upset right now because Knuffle Bunny is not with her. Those little pupils looking right up at daddy. Okay, and she's got three little hairs right on her forehead. 1, 2, and 3. There you go, like that. Okay, her nose is a sideways V, and then we put two little nose holes in, 1 and 2, kind of off to the side, just like that. Okay. All right. Now Trixie's screaming, so you want to make sure that you get her mouth nice and big, and it's kind of like a frown, right? Like this, and then it curves around and comes back up. And back down. It kind of looks like a kidney bean when you're all done. Okay, and she's got 1, 2, 3 little teeth in the front and 2 little teeth here on the bottom, just like that. Okay, all right. Now you're gonna bring her body. It's kind of funny. It's gonna start right here, and we're gonna bring that straight down like a straight leg, just like this, okay? Now we're gonna go over and up like a rectangle, but we're gonna kind of come at an angle just a little bit and make an upside down V, just like that. And we're gonna add the straight across the here, and we're gonna come straight back up, just like that, okay? And now we're gonna come down here, over, and up, and we've now made her overalls. So you want to give her the little button, which is a circle, and a little circle, just like that, okay? And let's add her feet, and her feet are these weird little triangles. That's all she has for feet. I love how Mo Willems draws so simply. There you go, 2 little feet. Okay, now, on this side, you're gonna wanna put her arms. We're gonna start right at the edge of her head, and you're gonna bring her sleeve out like that, and then right back up, okay? And on this side, you're gonna do the same thing, but she's reaching up for daddy, so you wanna bring that rectangle over to the side, just like that, okay? And now her arm's pretty easy on both sides. You're gonna give an 11, and this one reaching up for daddy on 11. Now, why he gave her a thumb and 1, 2, 3 fingers, I have no idea, but that's what Mo Willems did. So the same thing on this end. We're gonna give her a thumb and 1, 2, 3 fingers. And there you have Trixie. Now, she's upset, so you wanna give her her words, and this is what she's saying to daddy. She's saying, aggle, A-G-G-L-E, flaggle, F-L-A-G-G-L-E, and clabble, K-L-A-B, let's fix that A-B, B L E exclamation point. Now, just like we've done before, when you're doing a speech bubble, you want to come around like a circle. Start here. Stay close to the words. Go all the way around the words. Come back and leave that space. And then make a V that aims for the mouth. And there you have Trixie. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is draw Knuffle Bunny. Since Trixie's so upset, we want to calm her down and give her Knuffle Bunny. And we're going to do that by putting his head here, which is kind of like an oval, okay? And then on top of it, we're going to go with one big long ear like this and another big long ear like this. And then on the inside, we're going to put the inside of his ear. So you're just going to copy those lines, just make them a little bit smaller, okay? And Knuffle Bunny's got those great big eyes, which are circles, just 2 circles. And then he's got single pupils in the middle. His nose is an oval to the side, and it's black, so we're going to color that in, okay? And because he's a stuffed animal, they've done his mouth with stitching, like he's sewing. So we're going to bring that line down, and then we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4, like his mouth is stitched, okay? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to skip a little space, and we're going to go right here and put a dot and put a little space, come down here and put a little dot. Do you see how I did that? Now you're going to come around and make that the letter U, just like this. But make it a little wider on the bottom if you can. A U, just like that, okay? Now, from the side of his head, you're going to come out and you're going to make almost another U, and it's going to tuck right there. So this line's going to go up just a little bit more. From this side, you're going to do the same thing. Come out, curve, come back up, and you can either touch it or this line can cross it just a little bit like that, okay? All right, and down here at the bottom, same thing. You're going to give a long, skinny U and a long, skinny U. Now he's got a couple little pads on his hands, so you're going to put that pad in like this, and then you're going to put the pad in like that. And Knuffle Bunny doesn't talk, so this is where we could give him a sound bubble. So you're going to make it coming from his brain. I mean, a thought bubble. I'm sorry, not a sound bubble. He's not a machine here. And he's going to say, it's okay. And we're going to put bump all the way around. He's telling Trixie, it's okay. Just calm down there, Trixie. It's all okay. And there we go. We have Knuffle Bunny and Trixie.